Alright, this is training video part 1 with some motivational insights. Now, I hope everybody's doing great today. Today is July 28, 2017. Now, as we all get out there in the world, and we're always trying to discover different ways of doing things, and we're always trying to go into new jobs and new businesses and new expectations, there's a certain bit of things we need to learn. And those that have gone before us, the reason why you can learn from people that have failed, and those are the best people to get advice from, is so we don't repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Now, today's training video is over how to let go of people that we believe in family, we hang on to family, we hang on to close friends, we're always trying to help them over and over and over again, but sometimes we can never figure out how come we cannot move on to the next level? How come we sit there and we keep getting around the same people over and over? Well, it's called our comfort zone. We get so comfortable even around negative people that we can't get out of our comfort zone no matter how hard we try. Now, what is our comfort zone? That means we're around family and friends at all times that are always holding us back from our dreams, holding us back from job opportunities, holding us back from promotions. Why? Because they fear for us, they're scared for us. And then, when we want to help them and we can see a larger light, we sit there and we invest time and money into them, but eventually it becomes what we refer to as beating a dead horse, all right? It doesn't matter what you do for these people. It doesn't matter how much time you try to give these people. It doesn't matter how much money you sink into them. They're holding you back. And you find out over time when you look back and you still have those same people around you that are negative and you haven't gone forward, and you blame everything except the one reason why you're not ahead in life. It's the people you're hanging around. It's the people that you want to bring with you, but they don't want to come with you because they don't want to leave their area. They don't want to leave their comfort zone. But we don't leave our comfort zone because we're so used to being around these people that when we're not with them anymore, we have withdrawals. It's like negativity and all the negative people out there and all the negative Facebook. You try hard not to comment, but all of a sudden, it's like a drug. You have to comment on it, and all of a sudden you get sucked back in. True success means you need to live outside the box. True success means you need to live outside your comfort zone. I know people out there that sit there and they talk about money and success as it's an unholy thing, but you know what? It's because they've never had it. It's because they've never wanted to reach above what they're able to do, and instead they're bottom feeders and they feed off everybody else. Eventually you find out, you know, and I hate to say this, and I hate to put it in this light, they're negative people and they're bottom feeders. They're basically taking everything from everybody else, and they're taking your energy from you. They're taking your motivation. They're taking what is yours because they don't have any inspiration. They have no true motivation of their own. And I've tested this on several of my friends and family and stuff like that. Not only did I give them my time, I gave them the money, I took care of everything, and I even got them on days where I knew, and guess what? They still had an excuse of whatever. They find excuses. And people that find excuses are the ones that hold us back. Why? Because we're sitting there and we're so proud of what we're doing, but we know that the only way we can get ahead is by helping enough other people. But sometimes in life, and this is the hardest training I have to give, sometime in life, the people we love the most, the ones we care about the most, are the ones that are holding us back the most. They're the ones that will not move forward. It doesn't matter what you give them, what you tell them, what you do for them. It doesn't matter how successful you are, where you've gone in life. You know, I've been all over the world and back again when I was in the Marine Corps. Okay? And I come home and I still see these people doing the same thing over and over and over again that caused me to want to leave again. Why? Because the only way we can get away from what we're used to is by stepping outside the box. And by sitting there admitting that we have a problem, meaning we can't get out of our comfort zone because we don't know how. That's something that's on each and every one of us to find out how we can be better, how we can move beyond where we're at today. And sometimes the people in our life are the ones that are holding us back from our true calling. You know, I know people out there that have become priests, deacons, rabbis. I know people that have been bosses of companies, went into management, become foremen. They went out and they turned houses, they went into real estate, and they did an outstanding job. But then when I talk to these people, because I'm so proud of them, I don't care what I do, I care what they do. And I went and talked to them like, oh man, that you're an inspiration to me. And then I start talking to them like, so tell me, what was the biggest setback for you to, he's like, well, actually, I found out it was my family. Or they tell me, actually, I found out it was my best friends. The ones I went to first are the ones that basically were the most negative. The people I went to first were the ones I could not convince of anything that I did right. So many times in life, I watch these Facebook posts, I watch the Google ads, I watch people, and I had somebody tell me the other day some negative stuff about Joel Osteen and stuff like that, saying, oh, well, you know, they should give all their money, you know, he makes $40 million a year and all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, but people choose to give him his money because he's inspirational. How about Jim Rohn? How about Zig Ziglar? How about all these great minds? They don't complain about them because they don't put it in a spiritual setting, but they do the exact same thing. They're bringing people to an area of their life by inspiring them to do more. That's worth more than any movie at the movie theater, unless you're going to go watch movies like Saving Private Ryan that have an emotional effect on you. They're not going, you're just wasting your money and time. So the reason why I go in that area is because sometimes we're wasting our money and time on family and friends who do not put forth the effort. Now, sometimes people really are in a bad situation. I know I've been in bad situations many times, and I always ask people not to give up on me, but I really do mean it. But sometimes you got to figure out who's wasting your time and who's actually giving you the time of day. Now, people will stop you from going into management because they're like, oh, well, it's going to eat up all your time. I know people that refuse to become managers because they're just fine doing what they want and they don't want that responsibility. They don't want the responsibility or taking on more of a role because they're afraid that they're going to fail, or they're afraid that they're not going to have any more time for friends and family. The exact reason why they need to become the manager is the exact reason why they don't become the manager. The exact reason why people need to have a plan B is the exact reason why they don't have a plan B. I don't get mad at people that are network marketing businesses. I think it's outstanding. People need to understand this. If you're trying to leave a positive attitude, I found out the other day that I had somebody I knew a long time ago called me out of the blue because they were in jail and they were trying to get a hold of me, but nobody, because I didn't know that, because I no longer hang around those people. I no longer hang around people that are constantly seeking out negativity in order to feed on negativity. And I'm going to go back to something I started preaching about 3 years ago. Do you remember the movie Monsters, Inc.? In the movie Monsters, Inc., it's a kid's movie, right? They feed off of scaring children by going through doors. And the more they scare, the more energy the monster world gets. Okay, great, that's fine. What does that have anything to do with it? They find out at the end that by actually getting kids to laugh, they get more energy. They find out that they have more energy by being positive than negative. They find out that nobody wants to hang around with negative people because there's not as much energy into it. And once you learn that positive thinking, positive attributes, you start getting away from the negative thinking, you have more time and more energy. The first thing you got to do is start getting rid of those negative people in your life. I didn't say you had to go tell them off. I didn't say you had to let them know what you're doing, because now all you're doing is you're stooping to their level. What you got to do is slowly move out of their life, and guess what? If they mean anything, if you mean anything to them, they're going to notice. But guess what? I can almost promise you this, 9 out of 10 times, they're not even going to see you leave. Why? Because you're no longer being negative. You're no longer feeding off drama. You're no longer talking negative about people. You're no longer making fun of people that have disabilities or fat or thin, or you're no longer making fun of the rich or the poor or the religious. Instead, you're looking at people and you're looking at their positive attributes, and you're sitting there saying, man, I love this person because they do this, this, and this. Man, this person over there, I need to strive to do more of that because they became a manager. They became a foreman. Oh, I want to own my own business someday. I want to own my own trucking company. I need to do more. And if I did this, and now all of a sudden I'm talking to people that instead of telling you can't do it, they encourage you, but now they're telling you how to do something. They're encouraging you to go out there and do it, but now they're going to tell you everything you got to do to get there. But now they're going to like, hey, if you want to do this, it's going to be hard, But if you want some thoughts or opinions from me, go ahead and give it to me. And I'm going to tell you the positives and negatives. But I tell you what, you're going to get there because you got the drive, the heart, and the ambition to get there. Every day I go on this thing and I tell people that they matter. It's because I really mean that they matter. Because you want to know something? They're so tired of hearing all this negative crap from everybody else. People need to hear that they can make a difference in somebody else's life. You need to basically be that person in somebody else's life that's telling them positive stuff so they go out there and do more. It's not about if they own their own business, but sometimes you can go out there and tell a mother or a father that, man, you're doing a great job with your kid, but you want to know something? They're so stressed out because they're doing their best. They don't hear the positive stuff anymore. I know so many great dads out there, and I know so many great moms. I don't care if they're single, they're married, divorced, or whatever else, that they just need to know that, hey, you're getting there, and your kids are proud of you. When was the last time you told one of your friends that? However, if you have people out there saying, oh, your baby's daddy, or your baby's mama, she's a piece of crap, you know, you need to get away from them first. Why? Because you know what? Your kids understand this. They have two parents. They don't need to hear about how bad the other one is. They don't need you to tell them the negativities. Sometimes they just want you to be their mom or their dad. Sometimes they just want to know that you're there for them. And if you have friends out there that are doing everything in their power to be negative, then you need to go out and you need new friends. You need to get around new people. If you go to your Facebook feed and you got friends out there that are putting up curse words because they're talking about how they went up and got laid or got drunk, and man, they're out there sleeping, get that person off of your feed. Get that person out of your life. And you want to know something? The fact is, those people are usually your friends, your closest friends in your family. But unless you get away from them, you're never going to get to this point that you want to be in your life. To get to a destination, sometimes you need to get rid of the baggage that you're carrying. And that baggage you're carrying is not that you're negative, but the people around you are feeding you, causing you to be negative. And this is the one thing that I get excited about and I get very serious about, because I see all these people trying to make a difference. I see all these people trying to get more money in their paycheck. They're trying to go out there and get jobs. They're trying to go out there and be somebody better. And I just see them get trapped by those people in their lives that they don't want them to see them get ahead, because friends get jealous of us. They don't want to go out and do the work, so they're going to make sure to pull you down. There's an old saying outside of Maryland that lobster traps do not have a lid on them. Why? Because the lobsters will keep pulling each other down every time one tries to climb out. And those are the people we need to get away from. Whether they're your closest friends, whether it's your mom and dad or your family members, that's what sucks the worst, because no one's going to be honest with us that the people that are the hardest on us, the people that are the most negative, are the people that care about us the most. And sometimes they only do it not because they're mad at us, but because they don't want to see us fail. So they keep us at a point of comfort because they don't want us to fail. But when you get on top and you go after it, if they really do love you, if they really do care about you, if they really are your friends, eventually, not right away, not even in a short time frame, it's going to take a while. Eventually they'll be like, wow, you did it, you made it. How many people always tell you nowadays they wish they would have joined the military and they seen you did it, you made it all the way through, now you're a veteran, you're like, man, I wish I could have done that. Well, great, then go sign up for the military. Go sign up for doing something more with your life. Go and do something more. Quit letting the bottom feeders pull you down. Quit letting the negative people feed your negativity, because we all have negativity inside of us. But the positive, once you start feeding off it, once you start getting around people that know you matter, that you can do it, that you can climb that rope higher, once you get the weight off, oh my God, I have so many friends right now that are losing weight. They're doing CrossFit and they're doing such a great job. And because the CrossFit people and the people in the CrossFit places are sitting there encouraging them. They used to go to places with just regular workout, but nobody was encouraging them. They go to a CrossFit place, everybody in there is encouraging each other. Encourage each other to do better. Encourage each other to lose the weight. Encourage each other to move higher up in business. Yes, am I freaking one of these people that's over emotional, over motivated, over positive? You better believe it. Because that's the only thing that's going to get your blood going. And if I'm making you mad because I'm saying things that are hitting on the truth and you're that negative person, I don't need you in my life and you don't need to be in anybody else's either. But if I'm feeding on something like when you actually look at yourself in the mirror like, wow, I'm that negative person, I better stop. And I want to, you know what? It's never too late to take the higher road. It's never too late to be positive. It's never too late to start your journey in a positive manner. Whether you do it for God, do it for yourself, do it for your family member, whether you're doing it. I have more friends that have missing arms and legs that do more than people that have their entire body parts. And they're out there doing great. But then I got people that won't even walk a block to lose a pound or two of weight. I have people out there, they keep hurting themselves, but you want to know something? They keep getting back up on that horse and they keep going. But then I got people out there that are, well, I just don't want to do it. They have no motivation. Let me motivate you. Let me put a foot in your... I gotta watch what I say. I got the Marine in me to where I start going. You're better than what you think. You can do more than what you think. Get the negative people out of your life. Get the people that do not inspire you, do not push you, do not pull you. Get those people out of your life. You don't have to get them out by verbally saying it, but just go to other people. Just get around people that matter. Get around people that believe in you. Get around people that want better from you. Get around people that offer to take you to church or offer to take you out to the roller rink to go skating instead of to the bars. Get around the people that want to get you in like maybe marathons or whatever that raise money for different events because you don't have to win anything. Get around the people that mean something. Get around the people that are going to do good by you. But just get around them. And believe in yourself. Even if nobody else believes in you, believe in yourself. And eventually people will come on board and they will believe in you also. Do more, be better today than who you were yesterday. My name is Jeffrey Jansen, and I think the world of each and every one of you. I believe in you, and I believe everything you do in life has a purpose. My name's Jeff. I'll talk to you all soon because we got some live feeds going on at the fair tonight. Talk to you guys later. God bless. Hope you guys do great. And if you're not religious, that's fine. I believe in you anyway, and you matter. Take it easy, everybody.